everybody, it's Kilobyte here. This video, I'm going to show you how I am prepping the body mount bolts for removal. Now I'm not removing them, I'm prepping them so that I can hit them with some penetrant. Yes, you want to hit them with penetrant for several days before you try to remove them. So next to the radiator, both sides, you're gonna have a body mount right there. And as you can see, it's a bolt that just goes down into the frame. And you can see it right there. Hit that 2-3 times a day for a few days. On the bottom especially, I'll do the top ones here. I'm not too worried about the top. Next, behind the front tire. If you have your inner wheel well in place, good luck. Mine is broken out. It was the plastic stuff and it was already broke. So right here, see in there, all that nice dirt, because I didn't have the inner wheel wells right here. Gotta hit that. Next, and you can't really, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. Okay, you see right back there that yours may have one there. Right there, you may have one. If we look underneath, this is the hole for the one that I sprayed. This is the hole for one that you may or may not have, depending on what A-body you got. You definitely want to get that in there, spray that again 2-3 times a day for a few days before you ever try to release them. Next body mount is right here. Maybe you can see that. All right. All right, so next one back is behind the front seat. Right up in here. Now the bad news is, if we look up what's in here, yeah, somewhere under there is the other side of it. So we're gonna have to figure out where roughly that is. All right, let's see if we can get this to work. What I'm doing, tape measure. Got too much stuff in the way. Okay, about halfway. And I'm gonna go to the outside of the rocker panel, roughly 9.5. 9 1/4, roughly 9 1/4. Oh yeah, that's definitely was rough, because it's actually 8 1/4. It's actually closer to 8 3/4. 8 3/4. All right, now I want to measure roughly 8 3/4 from the quarter panel. So I'm measuring roughly 8 3/4 from the outside of the rocker, and that puts it, interesting, puts it like right here. So I know it needs to be right in here. Now I got to figure out how deep. Do I have a place to measure from? Okay, I'm gonna measure from this corner right here back, and we'll see what we get. So my measurement, very roughly, oh, and I was measuring from the wrong place. Don't measure from the bottom, measure from the top. Oh, I gotta do it again. I wasn't measuring from here, I was measuring from down here because it's opposite when I'm under it. All right, so we're around 3 3/4. So yeah, that's pretty much where I thought it was, right here. So I'm gonna drill a hole right there. May not need to use the punch. Should be right about here. Ow. Something hit my finger. Okay. Just use the punch. There's a little piece. Shouldn't have scraped it with that. There's a little piece of what I'm guessing is weld splatter right there. Wow. Okay, and the drill bit broke off. This one's going well. Okay, that went in, since I was drilling from the top, that went in way farther than I expected. I may have even hit the bolt, the cage nut or something. Ha! Be aware. I'm gonna do the same thing. Well, I'm not 100% sure that this is going far enough in. Let me see if I can figure that out. So it's going in, what is that, about a 1/2 inch? Yep, a good 1/2 inch. So I sprayed a bunch in there. I'm hoping I'll be able to see it coming through on the bottom. I see it right here. So, but the nozzle isn't going through the hole. That's disappointing. Okay, does that sound like the top of a cage nut, or does that sound like another panel? Still about a 1/2 inch, which that's all right. I got a new bit. I'm not seeing anything at all under from the bottom side, so I don't think it's through. So let's find out. I think it's safe to say it wasn't. All right, now there we go. That's over 1 inch. Gonna have to get more penetrant. Put that through both holes. All right, I'm gonna do that again 2-3 times a day for a few days. All right, we're in the trunk. What's left of it. And look at that. That is the back side of the mount. Drill that. Okay, that was the easy one. Now, the very back one will be back here. Show you underneath. If you look underneath, you can see it all the way at the back of the frame. And just so you know, right here was that front one. See the, hopefully you can see the bushing right there. Okay, this one is right back there. Now I've got a whole new pan, so it shouldn't be too hard for me. All right, I thought about breaking out the plasma cutter, but a compressor and all that, yeah, I'll just use this. This DeWalt HP up to 50%. Ain't cutting for nothing. Wow, that's super disappointing. I'm not saying this is the best place for it, but man, right here, it's where your access will be. So it's actually, if you, the inside of where the brace is under, if you go straight up from there, boom, it's right there. I am using a 2-inch because that's what I had conveniently available. Hole saw. And I am not keeping this, but if you are, you can keep the plug and can't even see where it made the hole, the dent. Is that it? Good. Anyway, if you're keeping yours, you can keep the hole. If you're keeping yours, you can keep the plug and just weld it back in when you're done. There, I got stuff in my way. Okay, see if I can not break my wrist doing this. There we go. Well, I can get the plug out. There we go. So you keep the plug if you need to. And you can see right there, that's the top of the body mount bolt. Just spray it. Now, do the same thing on the other side. Yep. Just keep going. And hopefully, this will loosen them up enough so they won't break out of the cages. All right, I hope that was helpful. If so, please like, subscribe, comment. If you want to support the channel, hit me up on my Ko-fi link that's in the description. And thanks for watching.